Expect to change your opinions. Today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Implementing. This month is tough for me. Unbiased thoughts. The more I know, the more I question. No doubt about it. I'm questioning my thoughts. I'm questioning my opinions. I'm questioning my comfort, my desire for comfort. Struggling even over, is it time to get a new pair of shoes? I mean, wore a hole in them here and they smell a little ripe. But one of my ladies said, are you seeking comfort right now? Because I was talking about getting a new pair of shoes. The interesting thing about this journey is and nothing else, I'm learning to question everything. So, what does Epictetus talk about here? So how often do we begin some project certain we know exactly how it's going to go? This would be the arrogant opinion. How often do we meet people and think we know exactly who and what they are? Arrogant opinion. And how often are the assumptions proved to be completely and utterly wrong? God. All the time for me, all the time for me. All the time for me. So this is why we must fight our biases and preconceptions, because they're a liability. Instead of going into a situation with rational thought and an open mind, you already have prejudices in place. You are failing to objectively see everything. God, this is such a shift for me. I'm a guy that thinks I know it. I think I know it. So really what we got to do is we got to ask ourselves, right? And this is why we got to question ourselves. What haven't I considered? Why is this thing the way it is? Am I part of the problem here? Am I part of the solution here? Could I be wrong? Be doubly careful to honor what you do know and then set that against the knowledge you actually have. Now, this is the golden nugget. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. I look for golden nuggets. This is the golden nugget right here. Because remember, if there is one core teaching at the heart of philosophy, it is that we are not as smart and as wise as we think we are. If we ever do want to become wise, it comes from the questioning and from humility. Not, as many would like to think, from certainty, mistrust, and arrogance. Oh boy, if this one isn't a kick in the nuts. There's a certain set of skills that can be acquired that can give us knowledge without arrogant opinion. For example, instead of making assumptions, you can learn speech patterns. You can learn body language reads so you can understand some of the truth. This one's tough for me because a lot of times I'm seen as cocky or arrogant. And really, here's the truth. I have learned that if I open my mouth, I better be right. And it's in my profession, it's in my career, it's in my life. If I don't know, I'm the first one to say, I don't know. That's over my head. That's outside of my lane. You'll hear me say it all the time. I am not qualified to answer that. I don't want to be wrong. So if I open my mouth, there's a good chance I've already done my research and I know. And I'm always open to different opinions. But what I do personally is I challenge my own thoughts and beliefs from a logic sense. And then I have conversations with other people from a different perspective because I want to understand. You can't possibly do that without arrogance. Now, for me, this is easy because I'm a Sigma archetype. As opposed to some people miscategorize me as an alpha, big guy, talk loud, but really I'm an introvert. I mean, you see me, I'm always grinding in the dark alone. You know, I spend majority of my time alone. And so because I'm a Sigma, I don't have the ego projection that alphas do. I don't need to project my ego off of people. I'm perfectly comfortable knowing who the hell I am. So I'm able to be humble and exercise humility so that I can learn and grow. If I know everything, how can I possibly learn anything new? That's arrogance. So, this whole month is at the core of why I'm doing this. Open and honest. You know, when things don't go, because I like control, I like order, I like good execution. I have a high set of standards. If you look at my personality profile, you will see unrealistic expectations. I call that high standards, but I digress. So with that, there'd be some type of emotional response when things didn't go the way I intended them to go. So now I'm learning through this process to, well, Stoics don't complain. Or I say, what would Marcus do? I start to remind myself that I can't control some of these things. So getting emotionally wrapped up in it, getting all charged, even today, fully admit today it was a bad day for my Stoicism. I got in the wrong damn rental car. Well, I got in the wrong car because I got a new rental car and I forgot which one it was. So I got in someone else's car and I'm like, holy shit, it smells like cigarettes. This isn't mine. Then I tried to get in the hotel next and I was mad. I was going to the side door and my key fob wouldn't work and I was all upset. Wrong hotel. I mean, if it could go wrong today, it went wrong. And I honestly let it get to me. So today is a fail. Today is a lesson. Today we must figure out why. Why did I let this get to me today? And that's why we're doing this reflection. I'm doing that at night because it was a day. And I let it get to me. No bueno. But we learn, we understand, we implement, we move on, we grow. It's not a straight path, you know. This is, growth is, there's a process. And today, I learned. So on that, good night.